December 5th, the Nuremberg 2 trials have started against the world leaders for crimes against humanity. It's begun in Poland. There were wars and rumors of wars going on between Russia, Israel, and included nuclear threat, all of which could be false flags. The military has actually been in charge since November 3rd, when troops, they checked out the watermark ballots, and they said that Trump had won over 80% of the vote. He was recognized as the commander-in-chief in March of 2021 by General Flynn and the military. There is also a document floating around that says he was inaugurated in January 24, 2021. I don't know, because now it's circulating that he was inaugurated November 27th, 2021. Anyway, he won legally. He's our commander-in-chief. He's the president, the legal president of the United States Constitutional Republic. And then we talked about Pelosi. She made a deal to decertify the 2020 election, California. That puts fake Biden under 270 votes. During the Obama reign, he pardoned the bad guys. That's correct. So he let them all out right before he left. Most of the corrupted are claiming dementia. An actor playing Joe Biden as president of a U.S. corporation on a Hollywood movie set. Yes. He's expected to retire soon, but Kamala Harris failed to meet the mark to set up as the president, naming Michelle Obama or Hillary as her vice president. She knew she was in the kill shot, having then Michelle and Hillary rule. Yeah, well, they're both gone, so there's no way. A lovely thought. Washington looks like a ghost town. That's right. Nobody's there. Nobody's been there since January 20th. Well, President Trump and the military have been in and out of there, but no, none of the Biden administration have been there. Says tribunals being held tonight at the Capitol building. The prisoners are being routinely flown in from Gitmo. Now, if you watch Monkey Works, you will see all the flights from Gitmo going in and out, and also California. It's going to these prisons all over the place. All right. Remember, you don't need a certain number of friends, just a number of friends you can be certain of. That is correct. It says that Cuomo eludes capture by the military. I pray they got him by now. This is what he's guilty of: treason, misprision of treason, rebellion or resurrection, seditious conspiracy, advocating the overthrow of government, crimes against humanity. He's just as bad as all of them. He hid behind CNN. All right. And this is true. This is what Christmas is about. The birth of Jesus Christ. We celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ in Christmas. We celebrate Lord, family, friends. And she shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Jesus. For he shall save his people from their sins. Matthew 1:21. That's right. All right. I'm going to share the notes I got with you. All right. Let's get started. Chinese elders were composed of different multi-generational Chinese families living in the Philippines over centuries, owned and held the responsibility for around 90% of the world's gold, lending it out to countries for establishment of their financial systems. There were the top 5 Chinese elders who were responsible for the GCR and the RV release of funds. See, we've talked about this, that the Chinese elders are responsible for the release of Gesara, the RV, and the military is in control of the EBS. They will go simultaneously together. All right? So just remember that. It's time for your healing. It's time for your salvation. It's time for my people to come home. That was a word from the Lord. All right, according to Whiplash, the United States Indo-Pacific Command was at DEFCON 1 for Fire and Fury false flag event. Ready to go live. The crypto market has officially collapsed. We just heard that Bitcoin's richest trader loses $2.5 billion in one day as the crypto market collapses. Ooh. What was Epstein Island all about? It was a blackmail headquarters controlled by special services. That is correct. The Q is a 12-man soldier team, special forces that rescues children from the deep underground military bases, all under the Operation Continuant of Governments, period, COG. AF-1 is getting fueled up, hint, hint. That was 7 hours ago. May December drench you with abundance of miracles. This is from Scott B. Did you know, take a look at these. DEFCON 1, maximum military readiness for immediate response to threats or attacks. DEFCON 2, military forces stand by to deploy and fight in 6 hours or less. DEFCON 3, special forces, select forces are ready to deploy in 15 minutes. DEFCON 4, above normal readiness. And then some sources are saying the EBS should occur within 72 to 96 hours based on the timeline of what events are happening. We don't really know because some people are saying it's not going to happen till after Christmas, and that's some of the finance guys. So we don't know the day or the hour, okay? But you know, the best thing that we have is to pray. Pray for God to intervene. Pray for God to push it through. There's so many people out there that are suffering, losing their jobs, losing their homes, losing their cars, losing their everything. And it's time for this to stop. Biden needs to go. The movie needs to stop. So, what have we talked about? The Chinese elders are in charge of the RV, the Reset, Nesara, Gesara. And the military is in charge of the EBS, okay? So, it's not all on President Trump, everybody. So the military needs to get it through, and they need to work together and get this done. ASAP. So, under the EBS will be held an internet media takeover for the purpose of disseminating truthful information that's really going on. That's just a well-educated guess. So, what we know is the money's moving forward. It's totally always moved forward. It's never gone back. That you just saw the guy lost $2.5 billion in one day as the crypto market collapses. So that tells you things are happening. It's not fast as we want it, but things are happening and moving forward constantly. So my suggestion is, we don't know who to write with the Chinese elders, and we don't know who to write with the military. So write President Trump. DonaldJTrump.com. If he continues to get letters, we know what's going on. We understand it. We need things to happen now. Not 6 months from now, and not, 2 years from now. We need things to happen now. And don't say that I said that. I believe it's going to happen quick. A lot quicker than spring of next year. And God hears your prayers. So that's what you need to do, people. You need to pray. Pray and believe. Alright. So, let's see. I got some pages and notes here. Simon Parks came on with some stuff. We said the new rate with the dinar 11.75, but I don't know if that's going to stay because they say it hasn't been set yet. Contract rate and walk away. There was a meeting with the white hats and the elites, and it went well, and it's for the mainstream media to be shut off and to release the EBS, and that's got to go hand in hand with the Chinese elders and the Nesara, Gesara, and GCR. Let's see. They said the conflict with Linwood and Sidney Powell is his name was entered on the Michigan lawsuit, and he didn't agree to that. So that was the disagreement. Now I don't remember where it was. I don't remember if it was Gateway Pundit. I don't remember where it was. But when I was researching today, I saw where they were suing Sidney Powell and Linwood for $175,000 plus because of the filing of those documents and stuff. So you just pray that the right thing is done. General Flynn is a solid patriot, so don't worry about that. Pelosi spilled the beans to decertify the election in California. President Trump is true to America and true to himself. We can't, nobody's going to give us specific dates because you can't tell the deep state rats what's going on. The deep state's still trying to stop it. Everyone's awake that's going to be awake and knows what's going on. So those that aren't awake, too bad, so sad. Good guys have no intention of ever letting this happen again. It's frustrating because it's not into the public. And then pray for Hawaii, where they're having the blizzard, which is on the Big Island. They say they're supposed to have up to 12 inches of snow and 100-mile-an-hour winds. The Big Island mountain summits. They said this will remain in place till Sunday. The Biden DOJ releases memo that blows away that Trump was ever involved in January 6th. President Trump did not incite the riots, and the Capitol and Biden's DOJ know it. That was uncovered on Survival magazine. No new rate for Iraq proper. I think this is coming from, I think it's Mark Z, I think. Paymasters are still waiting. They did a test run on Saturday. It was all good. He doesn't know of any bond movements. And then another Patriot sent me information that said, Isaac, 12/3 on Friday, things are moving forward, but no liquidity. German bonds should be paid this week, and some yellow dragons will start. So that's a good thing. The Evergrande, the people of China, Bank of China released $190 billion for lending. There's a rally for medical freedom Sunday in New York. Top medical freedom doctors and lawyers. So if you're in that area, you might want to check that out. And there's a video going around with Trump on Saturday night at the TPUSA event in Mar-a-Lago. I don't know if that's real Trump or clone Trump. I don't know. Said they're roasting Chris Cuomo. Oh, fried him. Well, every time President Trump, or the fake one, if it's a clone, every time they mention somebody, that's usually the ones that have been arrested. And then he was saying that Millie was a blanking idiot. There's a video out there going around. You can check it out. I think they show it on Gateway Pundit, I think. Because Millie was telling him to leave the military equipment behind in Afghanistan. He said, that's when I realized he was a blanking idiot. Alright, Minneapolis BLM activists arrested in, hang on, Waukesha, for threatening a judge in the trial. I'm glad they're finally arresting these people instead of letting them do whatever. False flag event was the U-Haul trucks picking up the protesters in D.C. and no one's ever heard of them. Another deep state stunt, probably. Alright, this was a good article from Restored Republic. The White House have dismantled CERN. Remember, we've talked about this over and over and over for 2 years now. Many people longer than that. And then CERN is the CIA headquarters, which funded the Illuminati out of United States taxpayer dollars. It's located beneath Lake Geneva. The only access is underground trains. Now listen to this. Then Epstein Island was a blackmail headquarters controlled by special services. Yeah, so it wasn't just child trafficking and rape and satanic stuff. I mean, that island needs to be destroyed. Everything that had to do with that. The crypto market has officially collapsed. The deep state completed. You'll like this, everybody. The deep state, and I've seen this, and I've shared stuff in that group, but I share so much stuff it's hard to keep up. The pedos, sex rings were busted. The military's been in charge since the first week of October. And then see right here, January 24, Trump was inaugurated as a constitutional republic president. But then there's another source saying November 27th he was sworn in as president of the constitutional republic. So it doesn't matter. Everybody's in agreement that in March of 2021, President Trump was recognized as our Commander-in-Chief of the Constitutional Republic. So, we're ready for this movie to be over with, and let's go forward. Gesara, GCR, and EBS will happen simultaneously. I would like to know what's in the Epstein Black Book. I see one or two names. I would like some factual information from it. CERN is the most advanced particles physics lab in the world. It's just like the movie that we saw, No Time to Die. It's just like it, what we're living right now. And then the island that they went to, that he was trying to rescue his wife and daughter, or whoever it was, that's just like what they're talking about with CERN. Switzerland is harboring the CIA. The CERN serves as secret entrance into the CIA headquarters located in the water canyons of the Lake Geneva. The corruption with the illegals, look up endeavors.org. Endeavors.org. The corrupt Biden administration has been funneling money to them to house and feed the illegals. $87 million in a no-bid contract to clothe and shelter illegals, and then another $530 million shortly after. This is the deep state in Arizona, the ICE and police. So I pray that military gets rid of them. It's ridiculous. Over $600 million funding operation to flood the red counties with illegals and produce Democrat voters. That was on Restored Republic. Officers are being paid to protect illegals invading the communities. And all you have to do is Google Home Suites Immigrants. You can look that up. Google Home Suites Immigrants. $600 million. So that's 530 plus 87 million. Yep. 617 million. Whew. But they can't give us our stimulus checks or push through Nesara Gesara. You know? What's wrong with that picture? Where are they getting this money from? That's what I want to know. Where are these evil people getting the money from? I'm not going to share that because I don't agree with that at all. Talking about fighting. I'm not going to do it. Okay, Social Security people, you got an increase of 5.9%. Better than a stick in the eye. I think it goes to effect either December or January. 5.9% increase. It's not our 3 times or our 5K, but you know what? Alright, Bitcoin, current price $49,138.16. All-time high of $68,778.48. It's gone down 28.56%. So it looks like it's going down like it's supposed to. Stock market crash. And it may not be crash where everybody's wiped out because it's going to come back up. All the finance guys have said it. Yeah, certain things are going to go down, but then it's all going to go up. Gold's going to go up. Silver is going to go up big time, they say. Alright, and then Simon Parks was saying we should not be surprised if Maxwell court case is stopped in some way and then taken over by another authority. The military? I pray it is. And people are saying, some of the truthers are saying that Bob Dole's death is significant. Alright. So that's what I got for you today, everybody.